Adana is a major city in southern Turkey. The city is situated on the Seyhan River, 35 kilometers inland from the northeastern coast of the Mediterranean Sea. It is the administrative seat of the Adana province and has a population of 1.77 million. Adana lies in the heart of Cilicia, a distinct geocultural region. At a time, was one of the most important regions of the classical world by being crossroads for religions and civilizations. Home to 6 million people, Cilicia is one of the largest population concentrations in the Near East, as well an agriculturally productive area, owing to its large fertile plain of Çukurova. Adding the large population centers surrounding Cilicia, almost 10 million people reside within 2 hours' drive from the Adana city center. One of the oldest continuously inhabited settlements of the world and with a name unchanged for at least 4 millennia, Adana was a market town at the Cilicia Plain and one of the gateways from Europe to the Middle East. The city turned into a powerhouse of Cilicia with the Turkic takeover in 1359. It remained as the capital of the Ramadanid Emirate until 1608, and then the regional center for the Ottoman Empire, Turkey, and shortly for the French Cilicia. The city boomed with the outbreak of the American Civil War in 1861. And emerged as a hub for international cotton trade, traditionally a town populated by Armenians and Turks. Influx of Assyrians, Greeks, Circassians, Jews and Alawites during this period made the city one of the most diverse cities of the empire. Economic, social and cultural growth was halted by the Adana massacre, the Armenian genocide, and the 1921 Cilicia evacuation, all of which devastated the city in the early 20th century. After the eviction of Christian community, most of the city's private properties, value-wise, were confiscated in 1923 and were granted to the Muslim Turks who recently had migrated into the city. After a standstill period, city's economy again boomed in the 1950s with the construction of the Seyhan Dam, and the growth continued until the 1980s. In the 21st century, Adana is a center for regional trade, healthcare, and public and private services. Agriculture and logistics are significant sectors of the city. The economic decline caused by national policies and deindustrialization since the 1990s is reversing, as the city is gaining momentum with the fairs, festivals and entertainment life. The rivalry between the city's football clubs, Adanaspor and Adana Demirspor, is getting attraction as being a derby that is rooted in socio-economic divisions. One theory holds that the city name originates from a hypothetical Indo-European term, Adanu. Many river names in Europe were derived from the same Proto-Indo-European root, Danube, Don, Dnieper and Donets. The earliest time Adana was mentioned was around 2000 BC in the Hittite tablets. With a history of at least 4 millennia, Adana is one of the oldest continuously used place names and had only pronunciation changes under different rules. In Homer's Iliad, the name of the city is mentioned as Adana. For a short while during the Hellenistic era, the city was known as Antiochia tes Kilikias. Under Armenian rule, the city was known as Atana or Adana. An ancient Greco-Roman legend mentions that the name of Adana originates from Adonis, the son of the Greek god Uranus, who founded the city next to the river with his brother. His brother's name, Saris, was given to the river. An older legend, in Akkadian, Sumerian, Babylonian, Assyrian and Hittite mythologies, originates the city's name to the storm and rain god Udud who lived in the surrounding forests. There are Hittite manuscripts that were founded in the region regarding this legend. The legend had survived as the storm and rain god continued to create rain and abundance. The locals had great admiration towards the god and called the region Uru Adanya in his honor. The city inhabitants were called Danuna. According to Ali Sawad's Mimalek-i Osmaniye Kografya Lubti, Muslims of Adana originated the city's name to Ibu Sulaim Azin, who was appointed as wali by Abbasid Caliph Harun al-Rashid. Other than Azin, Ottoman and Islamic resources also mention the city as Eden, Azana and Batana. It is also believed that it is related to the Danaoi, the name for Greeks of the Trojan War in Homer and Thucydides. Adana is located on the 37th parallel north at the northeastern edge of the Mediterranean, where it serves as the gateway to the Cilicia Plain. This large stretch of flat, fertile land lies southeast of the Taurus Mountains. From Adana, crossing Cilicia westwards, the road from Tarsus enters the foothills of the Taurus Mountains, eventually reaching an altitude of nearly 4,000 feet. It goes through the famous Cilician Gates, the rocky pass through which armies have coursed since the dawn of history, and continues to the Anatolian plain. The Seyhan River that passes through Adana occasionally flooded the sea.